The Power of Laziness, a book for those who want to enjoy life. The Power of Laziness, by Paulo Vieira, is a self-help and personal development book that addresses the theme of laziness. The author believes that laziness is a powerful force that can be used for good or evil. Why is it important to read The Power of Laziness? The book is important for several reasons. First, it helps people understand laziness and use this strength to achieve their goals. Secondly, it provides tips and practical exercises to beat laziness and live a fuller life. What do you learn from The Power of Laziness? The book teaches a number of valuable lessons on laziness, including: laziness is a powerful force. Laziness is a natural impulse that leads us to avoid effort. Laziness can be used for good or evil. Laziness can lead us to procrastinate and give up on our goals. It's possible to beat laziness. There are techniques and strategies that can help us overcome laziness and achieve our goals. Full summary. The book The Power of Sloth is divided into 10 chapters. The first chapter, What is Sloth?, presents the theme of the book and defines laziness as a natural impulse that leads us to avoid effort. The following chapters address the theme of laziness in detail. In Chapter 2, The Types of Laziness, Vieira discusses the different types of laziness, such as physical laziness, mental laziness, and emotional laziness. In Chapter 3, The Causes of Laziness, he discusses the causes of laziness, such as fear of failure, lack of focus, and the belief that we are not capable. In Chapter 4, The Effects of Laziness, Vieira discusses the negative effects of laziness, such as procrastination, lack of achievement, and dissatisfaction. In Chapter 5, How to Beat Laziness, he provides tips and practical exercises to beat laziness. Chapters 6 to 9 tell the story of a man named John, who was an example of a person who overcame laziness. John was a lazy man who could not achieve his goals. However, he learned to use laziness for good and managed to achieve success. Chapter 10, The Power of Laziness, is a summary of the book's principles. Vieira concludes the book by saying that laziness is a powerful force that can be used for good or evil. Development of the topics. The types of laziness. Vieira identifies 3 types of sloth. Physical laziness, it is the impulse to avoid physical exertion. Mental laziness, it is the impulse to avoid mental effort. Emotional laziness, it is the impulse to avoid emotional effort. The causes of laziness. Vieira identifies several causes of laziness, including fear of failure. Laziness can be a way to avoid failure. Lack of focus. When we're not focused on our goals, it's easier to procrastinate. The belief that we are not capable. If we believe that we are not able to achieve our goals, it is easier to give up. The effects of laziness. Laziness can have negative effects on our lives, such as procrastination. Laziness can lead us to procrastinate, which can prevent us from achieving our goals. Lack of fulfillment. When we are lazy, it is more difficult to feel a sense of fulfillment. Dissatisfaction. Laziness can lead us to feel dissatisfaction with our lives. How to beat the sloth. Vieira provides tips and practical exercises to beat laziness, including set clear goals. When we have clear goals, it's easier to motivate ourselves to take action. Do small actions. Do not try to change everything at once. Start by doing small actions and gradually increase the effort. Reward yourself when you reach a goal. Reward yourself. When you reach a goal, reward yourself with something you like. This will help you stay motivated. Accept laziness. Laziness is a natural impulse we all have. Don't try to fight laziness, but accept it and learn to use it for good. Laziness can be used for good. Laziness can lead us to seek more efficient ways of doing things. It can also lead us to delegate tasks and focus on the most important things. Here are some tips on how to use laziness for good. Ask yourself why you're doing a task. If you don't have a good reason to do a task, you're more likely to be lazy. Look for more efficient ways to get things done. If you can find a way to do a task with less effort, you'll be less likely to procrastinate. Delegate tasks. If you can delegate tasks to others, it frees up your time so you can focus on the most important things. Take breaks. It is important to take regular breaks to avoid burnout. When you're doing a difficult task, take a break every 20 to 30 minutes. Reward yourself. When you complete a task, reward yourself with something you like. This will help you stay motivated. Concluding. The Power of Laziness is an interesting and provocative book that addresses the theme of laziness in a different way. The era challenges the common belief that laziness is a bad thing and argues that it can be used for good. The book is easy to read and understand, and the era provides tips and practical exercises to overcome laziness and live a fuller life. I recommend The Power of Laziness to anyone who wants to understand laziness and learn how to use it to achieve their goals. Review. The Power of Laziness is a book that surprised me positively. I always had laziness as something negative, but Vieira showed me that it can be a powerful force for good. The book is well written and easy to read. Vieira uses concrete examples to illustrate his points, and he provides tips and practical exercises to beat laziness. The Power of Laziness is an interesting and provocative book that addresses the theme of laziness in a different way. Vieira challenges the common belief that laziness is a bad thing and argues that it can be used for good. O livro é fácil de ler e entender, e Vieira fornece dicas e exercícios práticos para vencer a preguiça. Recomendo o poder de preguiça para qualquer pessoa que queira entender a preguiça e aprender a usá-la para alcançar seus objetivos. Eu recomendo o poder de preguiça para qualquer pessoa que queira entender a preguiça e aprender a usá-la para alcançar seus objetivos. Este livro pode mudar a sua vida para melhor. Espero que você tenha gostado deste resumo de O Poder de Preguiça. Se você gostou, por favor, deixe o seu like e comente o que achou. Seu apoio é importante para mim. Se você acha que este resumo pode ser útil para outras pessoas, compartilhe com seus amigos e familiares. Juntos, podemos espalhar a mensagem do poder de preguiça. Obrigado por ler. Pedido de like, comentários e apoio. Espero que você tenha gostado deste resumo de O Poder de Preguiça. Se você gostou, por favor, deixe o seu like e comente o que achou. Seu apoio é importante para mim. Se você acha que este resumo pode ser útil para outras pessoas, compartilhe com seus amigos e familiares. Juntos, podemos espalhar a mensagem do poder de preguiça.